One time when I was 16 or 17 years old, my grandfather came to visit in Colorado, and then we went to the national parks in Utah, and then me and my dad were going to go visit the river, and then I went and I started walking along the river trying to catch a frog, and then my dad couldn't find me, and then he was concerned, and then eventually I came back to the motorhome we were living in, and then my dad was upset that he couldn't find me, and then he was worried that I fell in the river and died. So then that's a memory I have of. And then my grandfather said, "You're in trouble." So then he said something like that. So then that's a memory I have of spending time with my dad and my grandfather, of trying to catch that giant frog. So, I used to have spiky shoes. There are spiky rubber shoes, so there are rubber spikes on the shoes. There are Filas, Filas shoes. And then my grandfather would say, "Why don't you go run up that mountain in the spiky cleats?" And then I would try to climb up hills and mountains in my shoes. I'm not sure if it's best to try to tell stories on YouTube, or if it's best just to take videos with music, or if I should try to do scripts where I'm telling stories, or when I try to do little essay format type videos, or if it's best to do short funny jokes for 15 seconds, or interesting animal videos for 15 seconds of interesting animal facts. I feel like I've already done a lot of that stuff in a lot of my previous videos, and then I did like over 100 videos, 100 short videos and a couple long videos on interesting stories from my life. And so then now I was wondering if maybe I should start telling stories again from my life that I might have already told before, since people aren't watching the videos of the stories of my life anyhow. So then I could just tell the stories again, and then people could see the stories for the first time. And then just the ones that I remember off the top of my head I could tell.